What's up, guys? Back again with another video, and today we're playing Doki Doki. Now I already told you this in that short film thing, but yeah, and already it says this game is not suitable for children who those are easily disturbed. Hmm. Well, oh well. Suffering anxiety or depression, not to have a safe experience playing with this game. Um, I don't have anxiety. Let's just go. Ooh. Again, this. Okay, the music, of course. Please enter your name. You already know. Rain. Okay. Nominous voice. Hey! Hey! I see a annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her hands in the air like she's totally obvious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighborhood and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kinds of work out because you've known each other for a long time, so long. We used to walk to school together on days like these, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crossway and let Sayu catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught up to you this time. Maybe, but because I only decided to wait and stop for your annoying dumbass. You saying that like you were thinking about annoying me? That means, Ren. Well, if people stare at you and acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. So this is my closest friend? Wow. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly spectacle, or with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Ren, have you decided to join a club yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs, damn it! God, stop always trying to force me something. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Are you sure? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along on whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Facts, like I'm supposed to be watching the new Demon Slayer movie right now, but you fucking it up. I was talking about how I'm worried that you would learn how to socialize or have any skill before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, damn. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you so happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl? Thanks! Well, she that I'm playing. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does I do not know that word, anything inside of her head. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sorry wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Yeah. Hello, Sayori. Sorry must have come into the classroom while spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you here coming out of class, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you know. Know what? Well, I thought you could come to my club, Sayori. Yeah! There is no way I'm going to your fuck ass, coochie, stinking, fishy ass club. Meanie. Sayori is a vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she's only did it because she thought it would be fun and help a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proceed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is gradual to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? God! Well, I kind of told my club yesterday I would bring a new member, and Netsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hee. Don't make promises you can't keep, damn it, God! I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cutting as to have a plan all of this out. I let out a long slide. Fine, but I stopped by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And the rest today marks the day I sold myself a fucking cupcake. Are you kidding me? I deject follows Sayori across the school and upstairs, and in the section, the school is a really become genuinely used to for the third year classes and activities. Why do you get so silent? Whoa there, buddy. Sayori is full of energy and swings open to the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1. Okay, what voice should I give her? Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? What a boy! Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Rin! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want something to say, say it! Damn it! Sorry. Natsuki. The girl in the saddle actor who is apparently named Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest girl in the club. Don't say that. Don't say things like that. Yuri appears to completely more mature in time and intended. Seems I have a hard way of keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet the both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Ren. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so gently feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Ren. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I totally did not have a brain fart right there, but okay. I'll just get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls of a few desks are arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been winded, so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walks over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs the wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ahoo! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray, reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to the look like little cats. These whiskers are drawn and with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is really full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you. I know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic of dismissing the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully placed a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down in a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom, my guy? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. I guess. She got some milkers, if you know what I mean. Not in the comment. Monica, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, that's, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least you enjoying tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the Lizard Club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Lizard Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be on board with member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of that politics around the major clubs. It seems nothing but arguing about the budget of publicity and how prepared for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if encourage others to get the literature, then that's a dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods and agree. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could say that. You could put it in that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all effort into making something brand new, especially if something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. The work to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that are much more important. I'm confident we are all really growing this club before we graduated. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Oh yeah, guys, if you hear a dog barking, it's probably my dog. Everyone extremely agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. I almost had to bring it. So, Ren, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga! I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, I can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of the teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity, craftsmanship behind them amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world, equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timed since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up. She finds her comfort in the world books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories are deep physiological elements, usually and sir, me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror books one. I read a horror book once. I just honestly guess something I can relate to on the Meneley level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't expect that, Yuri. For some reason, someone so gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. If only a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki eyes darted over to me and split for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things and don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on poem called. Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes and your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sari slides in behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impious. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them? You wouldn't like them! That's not confident. Not a confident very writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Showing a level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri are quizzingly at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us if a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Ren? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back into original talk of joining the club, I bluntly come and forth and what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this stink booty ass club. Sayori may has convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose train of thoughts. All four girls stare back at me, dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought. Man, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? This is this is with if writing poems is a price I'll pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Once by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me and jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me at the moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Monica, then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we all can share. Monica looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing you how to express yourself. Hee hee. Yeah. I really impressed the class star Monica in mediocre writing skills. I already feel anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Rin, since we're already here, do you want to walk home with me together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Sorry, I need to go some water. With that, the two of us departed the club room and make our way home. This whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will really be happy spending every day after school at literature club. Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just make one most of my Sumiki stance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Well, I guess the stairs and with writing in the poem tonight. Oh, okay. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think a favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes the poem the most. Okay, so what should I do? Sayori, Natsuki, or Yuri? I will go with the girl I knew longer, so I guess Sayori. Well, what Sayori likes? Childhood. Joy. Kiss. Kawaii. Oh, that's okay. Okay. Time. Vanilla. Romance. Yes. Horror, headphones, puppy. No, that more of the lightness query. Suicide. Okay, why would I do that with Sayori? Why would Sayori like suicide? Bouncy. Termination. This is more than Yuri, Natsuki, and Sayori. Ah, no, I suck at this. Pain. No. Sunny. Yes. Doki. Judgment, embrace, hop, color, clumsy. Atone, awesome, smile, marriage. Marriage? Family. Boop. No. All of these are empty? Sayo, you said empty? Hope. And sparkle. Why does she feel sad? She shouldn't feel sad. Hi again, Ren. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, at back of the literature club, I was the most sick to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for coming as you promised, Ren. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making a drive head first into a literature when you're not accomplished to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sorry told me you didn't. Oh, I thought that was me. That's Natsuki. Sorry told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you want to take us seriously, then you won't see it. You won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Rin gives it his best as long as he is having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, disgusting. Like goddamn, clean your room. And Ren, and you. Oh, that's me. And you almost set your house on fire once. Like God, don't forget that I'm here. It's so. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Rin can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems abundantly to weird situations and she just put me into. Oh, Yuri, Yuri even bought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, but when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I always expected everything in the first place. So, any of nice for you is the playlist surprise. It makes me happy no matter what. Is that so? Hey, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought that you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it would keep your attention even if you're not a usual reader. And we could, discuss if you wanted. This is how a girl accidentally being so cute. She's even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading it. Yuri, thank you. I definitely will read it. I intellectually take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now, everyone's settled and I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the concern. Yuri's face is already buried into a book. I can't help but notice how her intense expression, like she's wearing, waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nestle is rumbling around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slipped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to accompany myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some book of the book that Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening to Sayori's and the conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone the literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that all. That's all you know. We just need a way to showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to create minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's important to figure out how to get people and show up in the first place, you know. And after they come, we do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sorry, just talking really seriously. It's rare to hear a deliberator like this. Monica, huh? That's a good point. In case, do you think food would be a trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Aha! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. Monica, that wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out in the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling in case of Sayori is still her usual self, but then lies this unexpected reason that I admire her. Unlike me, who has a trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get one on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh my god! I almost put my skin, guys. I open my eyes and to find Sayori's face filling my village. I nearly fall out my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school even have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have to have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. Damn it. I'm on the last episode of Dragon Ball, you know? I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's the best I do. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than I look out for you look out for yourself. And you're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not convincing. How many days has passed this past week you've gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on! At least give me a benefit of a doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayuri, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayuri glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You know, clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking up. Look at all around here. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayuri's hair and trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush. You really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow. Isn't it straight either? Isn't straight either? And there's toothpaste. It says toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe it off this thing with my finger, but nobody ever noticed that. Of course they would. No one's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I didn't care about that. Hey, you meanie! And don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayuri. Why do you think you never had a boyfriend yet? God damn. That's super mean. Sorry, but you're thinking later. I started buttoning a blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it is, you'll change your mind. Oh, I mean, like, I'm not a, this is so funny. What is it? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is for a friend who does these things. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? I did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever button it, you will probably notice sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Why is she talking like this? I mean, I'm not mad about it. I mean, if you know what I mean. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Simon Basil butted up like that? That is so stuffy. Ooh, it's not worth it at all. Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayuri puts her arms out and twirls around. So, I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do these things like I won't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, I just focused on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if I focus on going to bed early. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we're really better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems we wrote now? Yeah. Rin, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I felt to surround enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away into retrieve her poem. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I could really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, that's everyone's ready. Why don't you find out someone to share with? I can't wait! Shuri, Monica excusably pulls out their poem. Sorry is wrinkled sheets of loose leaves torn in the spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's present handwriting from where I sit. Nancy regularly complying as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, now who should I do? Monica, Yuri, Natsuki, or Sayori? I'm gonna go with Sayori because I knew it longer. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Rin! I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it? Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's the part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So, I read your poem. It's not just a poem. It's a Rin poem, and it makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feeling in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Rin. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. You know, trying new things like this for other people that So that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees a full picture of the motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing knowing how much this means to her at all. Yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you on that then. Yay! Now, read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, let's see about that. Dear sunshine, the way... Wait, I gotta read this in the Sayuri voice. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through the blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? It looks above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Tell me why this matches her whole personality. Sayuri. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this shit? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I just forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that's me. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica is the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh, wait, did she react because I sent that to her? That's why she reacted? Huh. Well, that's, let's go, Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time making a poem, am I right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that's it. That's it. Might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hand. I couldn't help but notice that it was several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to our new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there's our specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers it's that they try to make their style very delightful. In other words, they trend to pick a they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit to the two together. The end result is that both the styles are expensively are a weakening. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if the demeanor totally changes. Her stamina completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go on into writing even simple poems. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but all it comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a vulnerable feedback. Not to be a little bit blessed though. But, biased. Biased. How? Well, never mind. I thought we'd be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Oh man, I didn't mean to skip that. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share the process behind it. Yuri smiles demurely as if that's rare opportunity for her. Which it's herself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. The trends of my hair imitating beneath the amber glow, bathing in it must be this one. The last remaining sight, the streetlight, to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue green. Lord. Of the future. Battle claims breathing out of the present, but living in the past. The light thickens and the kitten's back. I'm sorry for such a terrible handwriting. Wait, I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think that your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems, not all. I'm really glad that you liked it. I'll be honest, since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to decide, I suppose. Are you into ghost story? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Ren. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did. Only glance over it after all. But remember the post often express their own thoughts, feelings, expensive in their work. They're usually more than that tells a simple story and paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is the only being's subversive compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place, comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn put in that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, Natsuki. Well, it's oh, well, no. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just that you evoked any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Say. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not all that you like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's all about it. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all about I do not know how to say that word, but it's stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems? But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Or a writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid? Yes, exactly. I, I, I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But what is nice thing about a simple writing? It is that it's put more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme and at the end, but then she made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in like the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect the form of the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Monica. Hi, Rin. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you're ever any suggestion in any clubs or like new activities or things like we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until more settled in. Anyway, I want to share your poem. I want you to share your poem with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Ren. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's a sort of barrier that we're all going to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think about something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are good friends, right? So I was right. So basically, if you write something about like that category of that person, I guess it's gonna be, yeah, okay, I get it now. I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, That may be the case, but maybe there is also more similarities that you wouldn't expect. There's ways she talks about you, and it sounds like y'all, the two of you, care for about each other as well being. Even if you show it's different ways, it it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri writing has kind of a gentle feeling to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions and like happiness and sadness. You knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards this own kinds of style. Oh, I did not even do that. Return. Return. Okay. Might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll but I'll help you find what you suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write anyone else who you want to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Ren, you sound pretty confident for someone to claim to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I'm always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It could have been me. See the district Sparkus products. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. Whoa. I peer inside the clue. No, I can't see. I real blind, like a film left out of the sun. But it's too late. My retains already scorched of a peppermint company of meaningless image. It's a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. It was too scratching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Wow, that was deep. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten to be pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems that have been put in phrases on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the impression behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if you know how to put it, but I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit, and sorry guys, I can't pronounce that word. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe if anyone is better off friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you're writing a poem or a story or your brain the fricks perfection. If you try so hard to be perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep a pen on the spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So, move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than accomplished. This is if everyone is judging me for mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there are no way from poems they can stand up to yours. This is literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. I gently exchange streaks of paper sharing their respective poems. As the read attend them, I watch each other. Their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows furrows in frustration. Meanwhile, Molly smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki just only returns with poems on the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the simplicity? Symbolism or something? It's clearly about feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something that nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out the nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sori liked it, and Rin did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long and wasting time on my writing style. So I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Rin liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was inspired by it. Natalie suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you was so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Rin appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how? Do you know he didn't appreciate my evidence more? Are you that for yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutest. You... Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who boobs magically grew a size bigger. Wait, I wasn't the one who magically boobs goes a size bigger as Rin started to show up. Huh? Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if I just noticed I was standing there. Man, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing of a more effectively, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all colluded for no reason? This meaning should jump out of the reader does not force them and have the figured it out. Help me explain to her, Ren. Wait! There's no reason for we have many deep and expressive words in our land. It's our only way of converting complex feelings in the meaning of the most elective. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limited to yourself. It's also. Oh, I did not finish that. You understand that, right, man? What? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they are probably highly. Natsuki, Yuri, help me, Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expressive is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayuri! Yeah? Everyone is fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting it when you you're making your friend feel like this? Man, well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I I agree. It's unfair for others to interact their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri what what her stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just wanted everyone to get along, be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with that a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they're painted with beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful boobs. Sayori stands shamefully. Monica stands up behind her and wish beard with the expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri washes off. Natsuki sits down, blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. Ren. So this is why Sayori is vice president? Whispers to Monica. She nods and returns. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interact. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. It wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You can say that. She may be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her hurt herself. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles slowly at me and causing my stomach to nod. Such a June person who doesn't make a good president who does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I would say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Ren, how about you? Yeah, I'd like to say that the same. It was neat. It was a neat thing to say. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So proms would turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more than what about kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do better job impressing those who want to be impressed. I nod myself to a newfound determination. Ren, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hee. Sorry, beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing always happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I could see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, man, it's nice that I spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone, and that is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop here? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her but it's easy to use Sayori as an entering monologue, and sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, save. Well, I think this is the end of the video. I hope y'all have a good day today. So often, I thought it was gonna be good. I mean, it's a dating sims game, what I expect. Nothing bad happened. My friends said they really wanted me to play it, blah blah blah. But yeah, I guess we can just end it off here. I want this video to get to at least 6 likes if you want me to do this video again. If you want me to put part 2 of this. Until next time, my friends. Peace.